into another stream. Etwas too standing.
Dein Leben begann an dem Tag, an dem es
What
fast
the heck?
endete. Wir fanden dich. Du wurdest wiedergeboren.
Oh, I can see. I didn't even get cash for it. Going on. Anyways, yeah, I just realized I had to set up a few things. I've been working on a game project on the OBS built with 2 file system that I'm using for getting data from the API, making kill counter, and some World vs. World stuff like World, all that kind of stuff. So I've been working on that, and yeah, I was thinking about actually making it high-end thing, but it's been a while since I got into it. I don't want to have a kind of, but I use it for mobile apps, so I needed something else, and it needs to be cross-platform, because I love cross-platform through Windows. So yeah, decided to use Qt. Don't know it. It's a cross-platform API and IDE thing, cross-platform GUI programs, and so I had to get into it. And my god, it can be really complicated, even though it's really awesome. So, hey. Well, anyways, I've been working on that. I'm trying to get it, push it further. So, actually, some. Because, don't get me wrong, it is awesome. Since you can do a lot of stuff, will be able to do a lot of stuff with it that you couldn't do. Yes, Guild was 2 pulses. So for example, the idea is currently you have like data from the API that gets directly saved into files, and the idea with this new program is basically get the data from API, then modify it, save that to stored into PS afterwards. So for example, if you have like the kills that you did in World vs. World, for example. You can actually put a string in front of it that says kills, I don't know, and same with the deaths, or like your AD. Currently the problem is like kills that you have are from are written it are loaded from the achievement that tracks what was kills with what's it called? Realm Avenger. So these kills are counted, and after you finish this achievement, the API keeps continuing the count. It's really nice and use that. And the other thing is like the deaths are low red from all the characters you have on your account accumulated, and the deaths summed up. And so the problem is like that it's 2 different API access, and I wanted to restrict it so that everything is sorted into its category. So if you would have like a player KD would have 2 different API calls, 2 different categories, which would not really work from a design perspective the way I did it. And so what you can do now is you can say you want the kills from the API, you want a call to resource from the deaths in the API, like sum of deaths, and then you can just like say divide v, and then you can also say like how to transition to proceed, and the result can then be written to your file. You say that you append like AD to it, or thing like do what you want, you know. Yeah. that's what I'm working on. I'm also planning on doing some nice extra stuff that you can do with it. Like for example, I had this weird idea, and so you can make that program as well. Like you can be like, let's take for example, say you are World versus World Lead, want to make a and want to make the stream dependable, like the length of the stream dependable on how long or how well it works. So you can say like, okay, let's assume we lead for 1 hour. You take a constant, set it to 1 hour, and then you say for each kill that has been done during the stream, to append time onto time, but let it tick down over time. So you will be able to do that as well with no program, and yeah, that just sounds awesome. Question is just if a Guild Wars 2 API lives with. No matter what I heard, it's not looking that good. I mean, Season 15, PvP Season 15 doesn't exist with the API, so can't make like any statistics about it. Also very sad. Alright, first match. And the other thing I did is I've installed like the theme elements, but also the X are not corrected. The ranked new server update. So what do you have? What do you have? So currently the only things of stream elements I've implemented the bot, I think. Oh yeah, and the if you watch you get currency. They're currently shinies, because I was thinking long about what I'm gonna make it. I mean, you could make it like that you get quaggons. What do I know? Collect pets for the homes. But I think shinies is okay. I mean, we were searching for something that not only limited to Guild Wars 2, but yeah. The shinies, technically, any game you play you can get a shiny if you call rares shiny, so but like the word shiny as it's said by script every Guild Wars 2-ish, and so I think it fits really well. But I don't know. Gotta love those scripts. They're amazing. I don't know what to focus, maybe I don't know. We'll see about that. I also tested around and made some funny stuff. Like you have a role achievement, a role comment that you might know from a lot of other games. I've played some pre-matches before this. Actually never played some pre-matches. But I'm just saying cause like I don't feel too into it right now. Like experienced, up to date of my skill. I don't know how to say it. But it seems we're doing just fine. I've seen also some people switch out the invincibility ability with an escape ability. But the thing is, I'm not a fan of that. Because, like, you get a safe stomp from the invincibility. You get the invisibility, which helps your teammates extremely. All that kind of stuff. They keep on running, then I'm gonna stay mid, cause mid will get. It's funny having people are technically dead, but they just don't die. Seriously, man. Hey, that's a good start. I can't technically go. Because he will arrive. Also that other person that arrived. And if one of them goes mid, then I can't leave mid. Because then they just decap, you know. There he is. Yeah, he's going mid.
Maximum power.
Nice teamwork. Just a minor one, cause like I've seen better, but on the simplest level, that's where it starts. Thoughts there. They died, so technically I have a little bit of time. Question is how much. Currently in his special thingy, they went out of it.
That was great, man. Seriously though, dude, I really think people are gonna love this. Honestly, how great is it that we can actually just relax for once,
Okay.
right? No, right?
Fine.
Hologram projector engaged. Friends? Oh my god! What, dude? What? Dude, we forgot to do the cameo track, man. We didn't call any of our friends to be on the album. We're screwed. They're gonna get here and be like, "Thanks for calling us, assholes." No, you're right. This could ruin everything.
Hold yourself, dude. It's not over yet. We can still turn this around, probably.
We can?
Sure we can. We just gotta do one big show. Wait. One big show.
Like
Capture Broadway.
Like a Broadway. Yes, exactly right. Shit. Okay, make some calls. Have everyone meet in the studio in 15 seconds. We ride together, we die together.
Big man passes for life.
F mid now. Yeah, it's a little bit complicated. Actually, not really. But yeah, whatever. Okay. That worked good. I don't like him. He's annoying. Putting two people in mid. 3 people ink. Okay, that's too much. No. Didn't get invisible. Whoa, great healing, dude, that was awesome. The healing was really great there. It's exactly what we needed. Because I wasn't able to hit him with invisibility. I guess that might be the reason actually why people use it instead. Because I remember having some issues every now and then with the potions. That's what it feels like if you get hurt more than you're healing. I know that feeling right away. 2-on-1. I have a little bit of time. Okay, not too much. Already pushing.
Red team has obtained an artifact.
Well, what about anti-heroes? Well, shucks, I'm anti-hero
That was too much. That's too much damage. I have a good burst, obviously. I mean, if you're a target lying around, then obviously we have a lot of burst. But it was surprising that I like, bam, down. But none of the damage skills really tell that insta damage. Like, there's a little bit of damage here, there's a little bit of damage there, especially condies and everything, but it wasn't like a burst or something. That was quite surprising. Yeah, dang it, I hate that. I failed now, right? Yeah, can't get up without the skill. Stupid. Fucked into wall, Cosm. But actually, yeah, you know what?
The Coliseum's artifacts
I'm gonna follow him.
Power.
I don't know what they're going to do on mid or how it's going to go on in mid, but
Im Leben gibt es so vieles, was man nicht tun soll. In der Öffentlichkeit, in der
Captured lion.
Badezimmer-Selfies ins Netz stellen, beim Schwimmen Snacks essen. So viele Einschränkungen. Aber mit einem 30-Tage-Testabo von Spotify Premium kannst du genau das tun, was du willst.
The artifacts have reached maximum
Höre nur
power.
deine Lieblingssongs, wann immer du willst. Du allein gibst den Ton an. Tippe aufs Banner, um mehr zu erfahren.
Disengaging Holo projector.
might want to give up or while mid is still in like uncapped.
Heat level 0.
I guess if surviving long enough I can return.
You captured the lead.
This is the best, like if your team holds up just enough so you can like cap a point and get back to the fight, that's just too awesome. Or like this, like they're fighting 3-on-3, no one's down from our team, they even kill them, and I can just stay on the point and cap that in the meantime. If it works, that's beautiful.
You captured lion.
So that definitely gives you an advantage. Oh, the one.
Your team is victorious.
Oh, look at those top stats. My god. But not damage. Damage was more one. Can't believe that I got healing first. No, I did not. Res. Oh, resing. That makes sense. Good. Nice move, first mid. Yeah. There are currently not many comments, by the way. Comments. Definitely. Basic comments like uptime and but whatnot. That's basic. Comment like. I just hope that if someone follows, there's not going to be a clash of two apps at the same time, because I'm using Moxie and Element right now. Because Moxie is only taking care of like the alert system, if I'm not mistaken, like tips. But Stream Elements has like a lot more like comments and whatnot. So, yeah, and the loyalties. I have no plans for it yet. Yes, I can collect shinies in the meantime. Well, who knows? Legacy of Foefire, Remedy of Capricorn. Now we're going to be... Yeah, they're too nice. I'll go Legacy. Go. What do you have? Following an OP. Oh, get them. 2 scrappers. That's not gonna stay, but wait. Firebrand and 2 scrappers. No, it's not gonna stay with one. It's just no. Good. I don't have any damage. Except the Dragon Hunter. And maybe the Elementalist, but overall they don't really have damage. Info actually, I've heard about scrappables that are like more on the offensive side. Because maybe. This is an interesting match if I'm going to keep that way. Actually, it makes sense to attack them, because you can keep them in fight, right?
The match starts soon.
Oh yeah, but... Oh yeah, klar. Of course. Now you're locked into skills that you have, and change them at this point. This is going to be interesting.
Hold on to your points. Seize theirs.
Because technically, potentially, we can't kill any of them.
The enemy has point A.
Oh. Problem is that we lost those, and we won't get close back that easily.
Point B belongs to you.
This point B belongs to us, but it doesn't show it in the stuff there. I can't do anything anymore. I'm stunned. Yeah, we're actually losing against support, which is stupid. Because all you had to do is like keep 2 points. Because they don't have much damage. We do. But you need like 2 points, because they can easily hold points. I don't know if our team knows.
Thermal release complete.
The enemy has taken point B.
Actually, if there's...
Installed.
Yes, it could be annoying. There's like more people
Point C
fighting
is
it.
yours now.
Now we have 2 points, but we lose. Again.
and coordinates.
That's a bad time to get out of it. God dang it.
Skyhammer calibrated to E.
The enemy has point A.
All my minion twins is out there peeking, dying. I'm out here thugging, doing what I gotta do. But
We
it's hard
just
to
need
be
2
a gangster when
points.
them heroes after
We
you.
only need to
They
focus on
making
these
bean
points too.
sounds on my head, spitting
All we
bomb,
have to
bomb,
do,
bomb,
nothing
praying
more,
that
but we
another
can't do
day.
it.
When I'm awake, and even when I sleep, the only thing I see is robots coming after me. Truth is we're dying
Only one
all
person we
the
need to
time,
kill,
and another of my
and we
brothers
can't do
always
it.
waiting next in line.
Good.
We're representing through massacre and loss.
The enemy has taken point B.
This love ain't easy, not gonna lie. Headed toward the battle, knowing that I'm gonna die. Wonderful, my homies trying hard not to cry. One day I'll see you up there in that castle in the sky.
We just have a capture problem. They have this point. How is he back again? That was fast. Where is he? Yes. We have 2?
The enemy has taken
Oh,
point B.
only 1.
Cores
I hate
installed.
that.
Charging the laser.
Point A is yours.
Cannon operational. Ready for targeting coordinates.
We at least had that point, right? Actually, this is a great map for them as well, cause if we get Skyhammer, which is like really easy for them to get, then they decap every point. Yeah. That's a loss. But don't let me capture it. Crap! That's a rip. Oh, he's gonna get that point, definitely. He's still on cooldown. Rip. That's so much. Couldn't even get much heal. Yeah.
The enemy has taken
we can't
point B.
Skyhammer calibrated to blue.
Can't wait to get my courage from you. I'm gonna take you and I'll bust into Kakariko. And I know it's just me.
Why did it not revive him?
Cores installed.
Point lost.
Charging
Again.
The enemy has taken point B.
Cannon operational. Ready for targeting coordinates.
Switching to Holo mode. We're burning up.
Dang it. Was terrible.
Überspringen macht Spaß. Man läuft an, springt ab und fliegt über ein Hindernis drüber. Mit Trampolin ist das sogar noch
Like, it's not that hard to win against. The only problem is we failed at the very beginning and it basically killed us.
Songs aus. Überspringe welche. Spring von einem zum anderen.
The enemy has point A.
Gibst du den Ton an. Willst du es 30 Tage kostenlos ausprobieren?
It's like they don't have to do much, they just have to survive, stay on point and kick other people off. And what do we have to? We have to kick them off, kill them, but that's not that easy, you know.
Overheat imminent. Anger rising.
Skyhammer calibrated to red.
Oh, it's ours.
Switching to Holo mode.
Target identified. Point C is yours now.
We got 1 point, that's okay.
The enemy has point A.
Now it's equal, technically, but we lost a lot of points before. Where's in?
Cores installed.
Up there he is.
Charging the laser.
Okay, you can't forget that he has so much support. Interrupts, board,
Temperature normalized.
just everything there.
It's been so long I can't recall. And the greatest joke of all is I listen to that old wizard rampage.
Prep, DPS. Why do I have no stability after I went out of it?
Targeting coordinates.
Fucking cooldowns. Terrible. Did after the other. Great.
Skyhammer calibrated to blue.
Crossing weight threshold.
Point C is in enemy hands.
Insta revealed. Look at this team, it takes one Dragon Hunter to beat this. Wow. so sad.
Heat level 0.
Oh, hey man. Sorry. I
Yo,
didn't-
look, yo, okay?
Hey man, don't get all mad at me. Why gotta be mad?
No, look, you know what? Forget it. I'm gonna tell you why I'm mad. You assholes are making millions of dollars off this shit. Driving around in hot cars, you got bitches, you got all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I got a wife and kids to worry about, man. That's my vibe, dog. I wrote the music for Banjo-Kazooie. That fucking chill-ass GoldenEye 64 pulse track, that shit was me, blood. DK rap, perfect.
That's so
dog,
lame.
Grabbed by the ghoulies, feed me pinata. I've been doing this shit for 20 fucking
Still personally can't do anything, and the funniest thing is that reading it, come on here. They nerfed tanking by removing some of the stats, and it's still possible. Makes you want to go with the same stuff. I mean, there's a reason why people do it. I can understand it. It's like, it's totally unfair if you can't capture the point. There were multiple things happening during the history of PvP with things like, support refs will keep kicking you off the point and survive infinitely, and then you can't get the point because there's just so many interrupts, knockbacks, and you just can't get on point anything. Because it's like every 2 seconds or so, or at least that's what it feels like, you get a knockback or something like that. Then the second thing is like, overall, the one who is more tanky, like if you're tanky enough to survive at least one or more people, and you can hold a point, and if you can hold a point, it's like a huge advantage. So it does really make sense, technically, to go full tank in this, in the PvP. Because it's not about kills, it's not about the damage you have, it's about holding points. So if you're first on the point, you capture the point, you don't need to kill enemies if you just hold it. Because that's all it takes to win the match. Which is ridiculous. And so, technically from a game design perspective, it actually encourages you to go tanking. And as I already wrote in the stage chat, like, the only thing you can do against is to be first on the point and hold it. Because if you have a team of people who are just support, all you have to do is like be first on the point and capture points. You need 2 points captured, regardless of which, you need 2 points captured. You don't even need to kill to win. If the enemy team has a damage dealer, just like in this game, basically all you have to do is kill the damage dealer, because he's like the dangerous part. And if you have like 3 or 4 people actually attacking the damage dealer, be no problem, then you can easily like get the advantage, because there's no damage anymore after that. And so, yeah, but you have to do these things, and if you can't do these things, if you can't kill the damage dealer, if you can't hold the points, then that's basically a huge disadvantage. I actually could technically try out the Rapper, but I don't have much of an idea what really changed there. Like, I was never really that into Rapper, to be honest. Oh, random map, here we go. What did people choose? Revenge of a Capricorn, okay. See how many supports we and tanks we have in this matchup. Another option actually would have been to go full DPS instead of having it. Like if you play 1 support, 4 DPS, 4 support and 1 DPS. I don't know, I don't think the support in your team is worth it, man. I think if you go full DPS, you have a high advantage, because first of all, there's not much damage coming in. Then again, really depends on how much the tank will fall. Wasn't there like an alternative? No? It's one left. It's also funny that the path is like slower than if you go directly, which like they even implement that way. Just to make sure that people can't camp for the entrance. Huh, I don't know. So, what have they chosen? They've chosen to go non-support. That may be the Elementalist. Which is a core Elementalist, that's also interesting. Don't always see these. Tempest Weaver. What core? Interesting. Definitely an interesting choice.
Hold on to your points.
Who's gonna go close? You're gonna go close. Okay.
An enemy ship is pulling into the harbor.
That super speed does not feel like super speed with like it. Aww.
The dock's been captured.
It's funny how they fight up here with me instead of actually capturing the point. They do deal damage though, obviously. But I mean, wouldn't it have been like... Yes! Woo! We have a good ping right now, if I'm able to do that. Little overheat trick. Gonna overheat and then you dodge and you actually don't overheat then. Even though technically you should. Only works with a good internet connection, which is really unfair actually. Because it's a great advantage. Overall probably comes to the same, but it's like this little moment where usually you might want to do it, but you can't. Comparison to when you actually do.
You've lost the dock.
Gonna do that. Doesn't make too much sense for everyone to go close, depending on how. Okay. Definitely not now. Dang it. Come on. Please keep it 2 versus 2.
The dock's been captured. Be ready to give the signal and return fire once the cannons are loaded.
I was about to stomp him. That's unfortunate. Do we actually lose interest if I go invisible? Yeah, they do. I don't know if that was a good idea. We don't have anyone on the clock, which is like... Why? That's not the skill I wanted to use. 18 seconds cooldown, that's bad. Can't get on the point. Also bad. We're doing well right now, like really. Not even kidding. Or maybe our team is just doing bad. Could also be it. I couldn't get away. Everything that Necromancer is missing is like this little trait that actually expands its, you know, This is called Skype range. But yeah, this is just terrible. The enemies aren't necessarily good. This is just sad. There's 2 people coming. No? Okay, just 1. That's enough to make him go away. Point saved. That's all you had to do. Actually save it. No, not yet. The DPS one. You're going. You go, that means I need to stay here. Probably going to heal. Yeah. It's just a bit of baggage lying around there. That was leggy.
Be ready to give the signal.
That's not good. Why did he get more healing than I? It's really bad. It's like terrible. That's like extremely terrible.
You've lost the dog.
Mit deinem 30-Tage-Test-Abo von Spotify Premium kannst du dir gratis jeden Song und jede Playlist anhören.
Dang it.
Unterbrechung. Bist du bereit für Premium? Tippe aufs Banner, um mehr zu erfahren.
Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire.
I think I really need a second person who actually plays with me. Away from a little bit, not too much.
Ring the bell. Fire all cannons. The bazaar is yours. Your enemy took the archway.
Overheat imminent.
Buff on cooldown interrupts his healing or to deal enough damage so he dies instead of healing. And then take care so they can't heal. What the other dude? They can get away.
They've taken the bazaar from you.
One's on point, okay. Okay. Just close. Recap. I don't have a thief though. I don't know how that works.
You've taken the archway.
Yeah, that's... It really surprises me that he's not trying.
The dock's been captured.
Because he is DPS. He can potentially do it. Or maybe he's waiting like for this big shocking thingy, I don't know.
Be ready to give the signal and return fire once the cannons are loaded.
It's no equal opportunity, but it would be nice to get some help, but it's not.
Your enemy took the archway.
Fuck's sake. They're doing a good job on... Venji knows what he's doing. Dude! Why is the shield not casting? Great. Go. Well, I did what I could. Currently we're winning. Very, very well.
Now we're cooking. Armored up. On the main.
Apparently this is one of those matches where I'm the only one who knows how to deal with a Reaper.
Yeah.
Very annoying.
Torture, homie.
You've
What?
lost the dog.
A freaking tie to a freaking flagpole. Get your
Even
dress
keep
all
1
dirty and
point
stuff, right?
at a time.
Put a large lava pit
That right
next
now.
to you and let that mess sit for like half an hour. Let that crown of yours melt. Get your makeup running.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what I do now.
Fish in it, just like 2 or 3
Too late already.
bright red and yellow robotic fish. And if you try and jump over, I'll have like 4 pure white spikes in a straight line, each about 6 feet tall, that you'll land in and be all like,
That was a bad match.
I'll friggin' put a mansion in your way and fill it with hundreds of unkillable ghosts.
Definitely a
And
bad
while
match.
there's, like, a clear way through, unfortunately, there's gotta be at least 20, maybe 30 minutes of seriously confusing puzzle platforming. I'll hide your emeralds at the end of a 9-mile long spike-filled half-pipe, bitch. What's up?
Rematch is done, right? Good to go.
Just keep feeding you and feeding you and feeding you. Yo, dude, that's gross, man. It's gross. That is gross. I'm sorry, man. This is gross. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. How the hell did we end up in this boy band? Right? I feel like I'm losing my edge, dog. I haven't even built a giant version of my face in like 3 months. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we just need some therapy or something, huh? I mean, whatever. Just run the track. Ready to break the scales. Got that fire. Bring it back real quick. Back with the fury, power in the air. I found yourself in a dungeon lair. Ain't no way to be prepared, so shake that scary derriere. Going hard on the mushroom tip. Going large on the turtle grip. Spin around and your shell get flipped. Mess around and your wig gets split. Back it up right here. And get that tail in gear. I want that buccaneer. Gonna let it get a new career. I'll put you in a trance. My game is so advanced. This floor don't stand a chance when I unleash this dance. Claws up, knees bent, tail straight, bill spin, eyes wide, shell unlocked. That's the way we rock. Clowns road, bridge burn, sands like club turn, shots fired, plans.
Rematches.
Cause that's the way we do.
Continue.
That's the way the game is played. No one's coming to your
Yeah.
aid. Never let the music fade. That's the way we do the raid. I'm breathing fire. That's the way we do the raid. Ain't getting tired. That's the way we do the raid. Just call me sire. That's the way we do the. That's the way we do the. That's the way we do the raid.
Football? I wanted to advert.
Ain't gon' be denied. Swing your arms from side to side. One leg up, fist to the north. Blow up like a rocket on the fourth. Next up, ain't no hassle. Like a shorty in another damn castle. But since we're here right now, I can show you how. My balls like dudes, red hair, attitude, management, pockets full. That's the way we roll. Back crack, eyes filled, jaws slack, sharp grill, world low, options waiting. 'Cause that's the way we.
Wow. Streamlabs use second. Streamlabs. Oh yeah, I forgot something. Actually. Now it should work. Yeah, there we go. How many matches do I need? "21 more wins for engine given I'm done with the class." Not just kidding. No, it's actually starting to get a bit annoying here. Why?
Well, Jake, we finally did it. Our first album. That was great, man. Hell yeah.
Seriously though, dude, I really think people are gonna love this. Honestly, how great is it that we can actually just relax for once, right?
I know, right? Talking about a pizza party. Call up all the friends.
Friends? Oh my god. What, dude? What? Dude, we forgot to do the cameo track, man. We didn't call any of our friends to be on the album. We're screwed. They're gonna get here and be like, "Thanks for calling us, assholes."
No, you're right. This could ruin everything.
I am at your service.
Get a hold of yourself, dude. It's not over yet. We can still turn this around, probably.
We can?
Sure we can. We just got to do one big show.
What?
Wait, one big show.
Like
you know, like on Broadway.
Like on Broadway.
Yes, exactly, Gerard. Shit.
Well, I
Make some
could
calls. Have
take a
everyone
look
meet in
into
the
it,
studio in
actually.
15 seconds. We ride together, we die together. Over the street.
Not today, maybe next time. Which would be on Monday. Oh, I have a lot to do on Monday. Maybe make it Tuesday. Unfortunately.
I'm a lawyer and I never lose a case. And I fix my hair with glue.
But what you don't tell all your clients, justice is a science. I don't think the courtroom has a clue.
But maybe they do.
They don't.
Aww.
Hey, wait! Come on! You're going way too fast!
Tough break, butthole. You gotta go way faster. I go really fast. I never take it slow.
Here we go, next match.
I can break the speed of sound.
Might makes right. I'm his buddy, but I can't keep up at all. Out of breath and there's a
Yeah,
countdown.
maybe just. Let's pick him up real quick. There we go. God, I sound more tired than person with 24/7s.
Hey, man, do you ever think maybe we're the bad guys?
Oh, Golden, shut the hell up! I am not so fast, but I drive in a car. It's a nicer car than yours.
But God forbid you should defeat him. He'll try to start a fight. He'll beat you up, pull down your drawers. Oh,
Gotta run around my town and try to find some cash. My neighbors save me all the work.
yeah.
You just break in new people's houses. It's time to face the fact that you're a jerk. All these wretches and libertines, douse them all in gasoline.
Though they say they're here to help.
Mostly they're out to help themselves. We're sick of hearing it. Your heroes are degenerates. There's not a good one in the bunch.
We rob and murder.
Back.
We're on a hunt for prey slay.
Technically, they don't need to switch.
Well, what about anti-heroes? Well, shucks, I'm anti-heroes. No, I'm a never mind. I'm a bad guy, but I saved a bunch of kids. Got confidence and a heart. Boss, your body counts 1,000. They're stacked
Hold on to your points. Seats there.
It's me, I like to kill a wildlife.
I want to go into. Actually, yes, it's no sense for me to go. Like dealing with necromancers, with scourges, especially. Not the kind of thing. Or with the Holo with build is good at. I have high DPS, but I have hardly any on the room. That's the issue. I think I turned it around, maybe.
You've captured the
Kennst du
field.
das Gefühl, wenn du unbedingt diesen einen
They're all
Song
going there.
hören willst? Na, du weißt schon, der diesen
Technically, I would have not done that, but
Der mit dem schönen Text über die Liebe oder das Geliebtwerden oder liebe Katzen oder was auch immer das ist. Mit deinem 30-Tage-Test-Abo von Spotify Premium hat die zufällige Wiedergabe ein Ende und du kannst gratis jeden Song und jede Playlist hören. Ja, auch diesen einen, wann immer du willst. Tippe aufs Banner, um mehr zu erfahren.
Right. There. Target identified. Holograph projector engaged. You drop the enemy in one single. Look nice, man. Crazy dude, read this thing. All these nerds. We standing off. Like bears and birds. 'Cause I don't give a I don't rely on luck. You better shake that.
The Coliseum's artifacts are accruing power.
Welcome to the 20 to the 50.
engineer, huh? And he's gone. Oh.
Captured Dragon.
He could have dodged that, by the way.
You've captured the field. The artifacts have reached maximum power.
Too slow. Most likely evil. Cross servers are lagging. Ping is too bad. Of course. It got slow on me. But the casting was definitely over. Slower than usually. What a 3/4 of a second. Felt more like, I don't know, percent more, at least.
Red team has obtained an artifact.
I would be careful for the slow rip or whatever class he plays. But if this team is doing what they should do, then it should be a win.
You've captured Lion. You've lost the field.
Wait, we have read.
Deactivating projector.
This is really serious.
I think you could go all far again. At the same time, just. Why is he waiting? Has he given up, or is he waiting for teammates to push? Are they ever coming?
Coliseum's artifacts are
Just one, huh?
power.
Like at this point, it's kinda unfair. So we have all points and the... Well, technically, we just have to kill us now. Kill's not... Okay, that is definitely something more on the lines of begging.
The artifacts have reached maximum power.
dropped it. Yeah, that's what I meant. That they just have to kill us. But technically we would have won. I'm just doing this on purpose, by the way. Because even if I kill me now, I got like multiple ticks out of all 3 points. Which makes this kill even less worth for them. Downside of course is if everyone does that, like they can just push through points and it's like opposite side match. So what do we have now? We do now basically defend those. And that might actually be it already. Perfect intro. Oh, come on! Hate it if enemies cast through walls or something. No! Stop it! Get on the point, it's not so complicated. There we go. Win. 4 more. Anyone versus Benji. Benji got AFK. Benji got what? Team target. My team learned target. 40% teams damage. Depressing. Definitely depressing. For them. I mean, it would have been depressing for me. It was my game. But yep. I feel like the camera off. Where are you looking at, camera? Where are you looking at? Huh? Stuff. How many matches? 1 more, right? Yeah. The 65th match already.
9 years ago I was different, you gotta hear my pitch. Got a better life in its way that we could be filthy rich. But drive a media
60, 90, 100, 110, 60. Woohoo. By the way, the stream from Friday, the US choice, actually still going to do Winbot Friday instead of that. Because I'm thinking about making a Terraria mod actually. But I'm working on too many projects anyways, right? Oh shit. Benbo is like look for FXMS for. I mean, it wouldn't be so much of a problem, but the thing is, like, I'm not earning what I should earn for the projects I do. Because it's like making mods for Terraria over OBS. That was new files as programs don't earn you. I mean, I could sell them, but who wants to use them if you have to pay for it? Or I do them free. Second, I hate to pay for them. That's the second thing I do. But like, making programs free is... First of all, it takes a lot of time, and second of all, you don't get anything out of it. How are you supposed to survive? I mean, technically it's the same with streaming, right? I do it because I enjoy it, and if I do it anyways, then I can clean it. The only when I started to use choice, like totally inefficient to do, and yet I still want to do, if possible. Like, yeah, sometimes it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Real life on things, stuff. I don't know. Like, you know. It's really irritating me. It's the same like this. I have this homepage, you know, where I do like theory crafting and the stuff, and I do get views on it. Don't get me wrong. Like, people are actually doing it. Not actually that much, but it's not like too low E. Like, I earn about 1 cent every month. But the homepage itself costs, like, the domain, I mean, domain name, which I needed so I can earn money on Blogger. If you have a YouTube account, you can't earn money on. If you've done YouTube, like, right to money. And the thing I did that was all you had to do was get 10,000 channel, and that's not very hard to get. But then there was the whole Jake Paul thing, which immensely increased requirement 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours of views, which is quite a lot, especially with subs. I don't even worry too much about views. Subs, man, those are very yikes. And so I basically locked myself into that, and the only way to lock myself is get out of there, like paying these €10 every, and €10 is not much paid on a daily basis. But the problem is, like, I don't have any income, so currently I make about €10 minus. Keeps on going on. It's just about like the whole stuff I do. So that's not like the worst. But yeah, it's like, as I already mentioned, I'm not earning anything, and looking at the studying stuff. I know there are people who like work at the same time to earn money in the meantime. But honestly, if you work like outside of the semester breaks, it doesn't work. It just takes too much time. So that's not an option. And then there's all the stuff that I want to learn aside from studying. Because like studying, I learn a lot of stuff like game design, game ethics, yes, math. Yeah, I'm also learning Japanese, which is really cool. I like that language, it's really interesting. But that's like a different. But so the problem is, I want to do like art. I want to go into graphic design, at least a little bit. Make like medium stuff it. Like, oh yeah, that looks nice. It doesn't need to be the most wonderful thing ever. It just needs. Yeah, that's nice. That's something that looks like you could play. So the same thing is like, I want to get into Blender and modeling, because you can't just make everything out of sprites. Models, these characters, yeah, and the structures. So also something we need to do, so that comes onto it as well. And yeah, it just takes a lot of time to do all these practice things, but like especially arts like drawing, takes a lot of development of the body itself, and it's not just like information that you put brain into brain and learn and everything. No, it actually is much more aside from all the learning stuff, because learning is like also a part of enemies. Have a scrapper supporter, maybe a DPS or a support elemental. Yeah, throw this back. Another one, but that way. So there's a golem there, there's an elementalist there. What are you? seems DPS. I don't know, it's just my first impression so far. Yes.
The waterfall is yours. Oder klassischen R&B, EDM oder Emo. Manchmal muss man einfach so lange überspringen, bis man genau das findet, wonach man gerade sucht. Im Moment
Also seems to lose life perspective too.
kannst du so viele Songs überspringen, wie du willst.
Might be wrong.
Willst du es 30 Tage ausprobieren? Tippe auf China, um mehr zu
Rip, I
erfahren.
have to cancel save action. I wanted to save him, but that basically is over.
You've lost the quarry.
It's a Rip 2. Which is like the result out of me being unable to use any of my skills due to my fail. Or it's less of my fail, I pressed the button. Didn't do anything. Like the most frustrating thing in Guild Wars 2 or in PvP. I keep pressing stuff, but it's not working. That's one of the reasons why I hope that I can actually switch classes. Maybe play something more tanky. It gets me good, very good. He's earned the death kill, maybe. Like, he has avoided everything I did perfectly. It's insane. He's only interested in me as well. Can technically use it as an advantage. Yeah. Going to work once I get him to go somewhere else, pretty much. They can't get him, they have too much healing. Much healing, too much damage. Dropped dead.
You lost the graveyard. You captured the quarry.
Just went close to effort. I would see.
You lost the waterfall.
Returning to normal parameters.
Yo, okay? Hey, don't get all mad at me. Why gotta be mad? No, look, you know what? Forget it. I'm gonna tell you why I'm mad. You assholes are making millions of dollars off this shit. Driving around in hot cars, you got bitches, you got all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
I need to get away from here. There's too much stuff going on. They're just as fast as I am.
That shit was me, blood.
Heat level 0. Activating hard light.
Feed the pinata. I've been doing this shit for 20 fucking years, bitch. Where's my boy band at?
I'm just trying to survive, that's all I did
You
there.
know what I'm saying? But I can crush that shit if I had the chance, man. Who the fuck are you to be asking me questions?
the weak in comparison.
Disengaging Holo projector.
I need help. Look at that shape here. Up at 6 like a morning glory. Makes breakfast at my
The waterfall is yours.
Got a rule over all them zones. Got the tones that's blowing out phones. But when I'm hungry, you know I'm on a Jones for
Good.
I'll cook you something pro bono. But all I know is huevos rancheros or mochuleños.
I also hurt insanely badly.
I'm Dr. Eggman. I'm not an Eggman. Don't make me fake, man. Don't play no game. I wrote the book, man.
They have also better map control. We do.
You've lost the quarry.
Fought on close.
You lost the waterfall.
People see me mustache, damn it, very nauseous. Feels like to step in and divine the waters. That's the wrong song, what's the matter with you? But screw it, I got a 300 IQ. I got that multiple genre bling.
Deactivating projector.
Rings. I'm like Australian Burger King, cause I put eggs on everything. Back to business, back to me green hills. I got that custard, they pay me in clean bills. French toast, steak.
Why are you attacking someone else when the target?
The waterfall is yours.
That's why my figures stay so mean. I'm gonna dominate the whole scene. Let's throw down and I throw down like I let Brown Chef challenge. Take a fast omelet, no konomiyaki or matzo brai. I poach and I paste and I scramble and I fry.
Disengaging Holo projector.
I got machinery to crush it flat.
There we go.
Then I go full fat free. Tat 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 tat.
You've taken the graveyard.
You're splitting to 3 points.
You lost the waterfall.
Switching to Holo mode.
You've captured the quarry.
That's a terrible jump.
Got it going on. Got that brain that won't quit. I feel so guilty. People think I'm hitting it, but they don't know. Ain't got a clue just how much I want to worship you. All the time I'm out there killing guys. I'm thinking about your big blue eyes.
Returning to normal parameters.
Cause your radiance will set me right. You're a damsel in delight. A mighty pretty sight. But girl, you know tonight I'm gonna treat you right. No pressure on my side. Don't worry about my pride.
Switching to Holo mode.
I'm sorry that your hands are tied.
You've lost the quarry.
Well, excuse me, princess. Can I get a witness? You're so ambitious. I respect you, girl. You can settle down with this. Maybe someday kiss this. Want you to notice me. Hopefully, totally. Gonna mind my business. 'Cause girl, what is this? Never
You've taken the graveyard.
Disengaging Holo projector. Heat level 0. I'm just warming up.
Got it where it counts in the cerebral cortex. Don't even know if we can figure out sex. You're a big hedgehog, but
You've captured the quarry. The waterfall is yours.
Heat level
Slow.
switching to Holo mode.
You've taken the graveyard.
That's enough.
You lost the waterfall.
Oh, come on. I hate you fucking game. Dude, seriously. Why did you overheat? There was no need to overheat there. Can't do anything. Auto attack right now. Not the point, luckily. But this is a board. Yeah. Actually, it is disadvantage. We are two people here. Takes 3 skill casts to actually cast a skill. It's so annoying.
The waterfall is yours.
What are you going to do now? Fist form yourself up again? You're going to risk.
Lost the quarry.
Think about it. Could have given him the hopeful. Oh, he is going to fist form himself up again.
Welcome to the 20 to the 15. Got pixels on 1,000 TV screens.
Stuff of is slow all of a sudden. Where am I in for? Someone invisible. Confusing. At this point, we have a far point.
Switching heat levels critical.
You have to have a lot of healing. Overheated. It's a loss anyways. Yikes! How many deaths loses at 3, right? Win rate below 50% still. Still depressing. But there's nothing I can. It's nothing I can change out of this. Like, I can try to improve. I can try to use some other builds, but I can't change my because teammates are like completely random and only improve self. It's like that. The second thing is if I actually could improve my teammates, I might just end up in the enemy team in the next match, and that's stupid. Literally, that's stupid. Actually, do that. Maybe even if you look like at the best page, if you can accumulate all the rating that was supposed to win, 1 and the minus 13, another minus 12, minus 14. Well, that's minus 25 already. So at this rate, we're going to end up with go to
Hip-Hop oder K-Pop, modernen Country
Interesting.
oder klassischen R&B, EDM oder Emo. Manchmal muss man einfach so lange überspringen, bis man genau das findet, wonach man gerade sucht. Im Moment kannst du 6 Songs pro Stunde
110
überspringen.
Pips TD.
Mit Premium kannst du so viele Songs überspringen, wie
Yes,
du
but
willst.
no. Well, more matches on Monday. Probably have to. But maybe if I change it to. Yeah, I have enough. Look up a different. But it's enjoyable. It was such an enjoyable build. I don't want out. And oh. Well, whatever. I would say thanks everyone for watching, thanks for all the support, and around Monday, Tuesday for more PvP. Okay, until then, we Nick out for today.